What's going on, guys? Stepping here with you, S&E's Garage. Behind us, we have this beautiful red 2022 Subaru WRX. And today, we're going to be installing the Race Tone MBRP Exhaust. You'll see here we have it laid out. It's gonna have one resonator, and then the mufflers are deleted. And it's got some nice carbon fiber tips. And like I said, we're gonna go ahead and install it. This is my buddy Tony's car. Tony is an old friend of mine back from when I was in the dealership. For those of you that have been following on the channel from day one, he was one of the salesmen at Hyundai, and I was one of the guys that fixed all the messed up cars that he sold. So we know each other for a while, and when it came time for him to get some work done on the car, I was one of the first people he asked. He knows I do good work, and that's why he's here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna have Tony start the car up. We're just gonna give it a couple of quick revs, see how it sounds stock, and then we'll get it up in the air and get to work. So it's actually got pretty good volume out of the factory, but I could definitely understand why he wants more. So let's go ahead and get it up in the air, and we'll start ripping the old exhaust out. And I'm going to show you a couple of special tools that you can get that will make this job that much easier. All right, guys, so we're going to start from the back of the car here and work our way forward. So we're going to start with disconnecting the mufflers here from the Y-pipe. So there's going to be 2 bolts here and 2 bolts here, and then there's several exhaust hangers. There's going to be one there, and then there's going to be another one here, and then the same thing on this side. When it comes time to remove the hangers, I'm going to show you a special tool that I have, and I will leave in the video description below. It makes fighting with them a non-issue. They come right out. But like I said, let's go ahead and get these bolts out, and we'll pull the mufflers. All right, guys, so these mufflers are going to be held on with a 14mm nut and bolt. We're going to go ahead, take an open-ended wrench. We're going to use the box end on the back, and then we're going to go ahead, zip it right off. And I don't know if we need to reuse this hardware or not. I'm thinking not, so I am going to keep it aside just in case. But again, wrench. And we're going to pull them right off. All right, guys, so what I have here, these are a set of Lang exhaust hanger pliers, part number 436A. Again, I'll leave a set of these in the video description below. It makes taking exhaust hangers off an absolute breeze. You slide this over the clamp, and you literally just give it a squeeze, and the hanger comes right off like you saw. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one. And you'll see the muffler will come right down. We're gonna go ahead and repeat this process on the other side. All right, guys, so the next thing we're gonna be doing is up here right after this, what's known as Helmholtz resonator. There's gonna be a 12mm nut on the back, and then this is a 14mm with a spring on it. You're gonna go ahead, remove these, and set them aside. You will be reusing these. And you will also be reusing the donut gasket behind it, so do not damage it. Okay, and like I said, we're going to be setting this aside. There's a hanger there, right? Yeah. Now we can go ahead and unbolt this. And the exhaust will hang by the lone hanger by the rear subframe that we're going to go ahead and remove. So again, we're going to go ahead and take our exhaust pliers here, and like you see, give it a quick push, and this pipe will drop right down. All right, guys, so we got this whole cat back off, and now we're going to get ready to install the MBRP or the MBRP under here. So we're gonna start with the pipe that comes off of the mid pipe basically. And it's gonna have a little resonator that says MBRP on it. That MBRP is going to face down. What we're basically gonna do is we're gonna reuse those exhaust bolts that I showed you with the spring on them. And you're gonna keep this factory donut gasket in place, and we're gonna use all the factory hardware to bolt it back together. All right, guys, so what you're gonna see here is we got the front section of this exhaust in. We left the hardware back there loose, so this can be moved around. The way this exhaust is set up, it uses basically a slip-on with a exhaust clamp. So we are gonna have to leave everything loose and then manipulate it to get it to fit right under the back bumper. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna move you back, and we're going to grab the Y-pipe section of the exhaust. That is the section that basically splits into the Y for the two mufflers. This hanger, you know what, we're gonna slide it off. We're gonna get the hanger on first, and then we'll put the pipe in. If we can do it that way. No, we're gonna do it the way I said originally. You know what? Let's leave that there. Getting our money's worth out of these hanger pliers today, I'll tell you that. Okay. Slide the hanger over the pipe. Okay, and then we'll put the hanger over the factory stud. Sticky. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna leave all this stuff loose because we are going to have to adjust it. But now let's go ahead and grab the tail sections and slide them on. So we're gonna start here with the passenger side. Slide it over, and then get your hangers installed. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here on the driver's side. Oh, that ain't gonna hit, that's fine. All right, cool. Nice. All right, so what we're basically gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get the tips and we're gonna install them on these pipes. Now, if you'll notice, we haven't tightened anything up yet. But what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to stand back and we're gonna have to tighten everything one at a time just to make sure that this exhaust is centered under the bumper, because there's a lot of different manipulations and adjustments you can make to get everything centered just right. Now you'll see we did slide our clamp over the pipe first. Now this will slide right over. So the way they designed this is actually pretty nice, because this carbon fiber is gonna act like a heat shield, and it's gonna keep the heat away from your bumper, which is really nice actually. All right guys, so we got everything here just about ballparked. So what I like to do now, I like to start again from the front of the car and work our way back. So we're just gonna go ahead, tighten this down. You're gonna alternate, so you don't wanna run one down. You wanna go back and forth and tighten them evenly until they are nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll move back to here and then to the 2Y pipes. All right guys, so it really wasn't that hard to center this thing. It just took a little bit of manipulation, but I think we got it damn close. You'll see here, I'm anal, so all of my clamps are facing, you know, in. So we have this one here, this one here. We tucked this one up so it's away from the drive shaft and not hanging down. It's not a low point. And then we went ahead and we tightened this, like I said, alternated until it was tight. So let's get the car down and fire it up and see how it sounds. All right, Tony, do the honors. Let's hear it. All right guys, so we're here in the WRX. We just got done doing the intake and exhaust on it. And here we got some nice induction noise coming from that turbo. We got some nice exhaust noise coming from the back. And it actually sounds really good. You get a little bit of that blow off noise when the recirculate valve opens. And just cruising right now. Tony and I could definitely have a conversation. It's not overbearing. But in a second, we're gonna go ahead, we'll do a quick pull for you, and then we'll go ahead and call this video done. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a little pull once we get past this curve. So what do you think, Tony? You happy with the results here?
I love it, bro.
Awesome.
Sounds so good.
Thank you guys for watching here at S&E's Garage. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. I highly doubt you can even see me right now, but we will see you guys on the next one.